Hey everybody, good morning. General Rush, I see your name popping right in there. Hey everybody, good morning, good morning. Infinity, Ed, Sergio, George, Philip, Alan, Mark, Devin, Craig, Don, RP, Goose is in the house, Donald, Nikki, Wade, good morning, good morning. Anderson, USA, Simvenborn, all the way from Iceland, Jorge, Dex, Unity of Harrisburg Spiritual Center. Good morning. I don't recognize that name at all. Welcome to the stream. Merle, Indy, Rex. Good morning. Good morning. PD, Valerie, John, Eric, Ted, Jan, Darren, Sonny, Terrence, Gary, John, Mary. Good morning. TGIF. Mary says, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Doing pretty good? Yeah. I mean, we had an unusual day yesterday, right? An unusual day. I mean, Netflix is worth quite a bit of money. It's not just, a little bit of money, quite a bit of money. Yet, NVIDIA added the entire value of Netflix to its market capitalization yesterday, setting a record for the biggest single day market cap gain ever. The biggest single day market cap gain. I mean, that was straight freaking crazy right there. Straight crazy. Prior record was set by Meta right there, adding $196 billion to its market cap in one day. And that was just 3 weeks ago. Prior to that, Apple in 22, Amazon in 22, NVIDIA was on the list before, May 23. Apple right there, Apple again, and Microsoft and Microsoft. There you go. There's the largest single market capitalization gains. The top 10 yesterday, NVIDIA added one whole Netflix to its market capitalization. One whole Netflix. Is that bullish? Is it bearish? This is eerily reminiscent of the crazy run that we saw from Cisco in the dot-com boom. And yeah, we're going to talk about this here a second. Now, let's jump over and pull up. Let's pull up a few things here. We need to get some data, and we need to get a calculator app here. I want to show you something. Right now, Microsoft, the biggest name in the land, right? Yes, no, shake your head. $3.06 trillion right there. All right, 3.06 trillion. I'll write this down. Will, 3.06. If I ask you what I need, 3.06 trillion. All right. Now, NVIDIA has let's see, how many shares do we got available? Where is that number? We don't need the market cap. We need the shares. I think it's 2.94. Let's see what we got. Surprisingly, it doesn't have it on there. What the float is. Huh. Interesting. Let's see. Nope. Total. There we go. We need 2.47 billion shares outstanding. So we've got 3,060, 3,000. We're in to put trillions in billions. We have 3,060 billion in market cap, and we need to make 2.47 billion shares that big. So we divide by 2.47 equals a share price of $1,240 to be the biggest company in the land, assuming Microsoft doesn't go up between now and then. So like $1,250. $1,250 makes NVIDIA like the biggest company by market capitalization. So that's like the upper, that's the target right now, right? Can we push NVIDIA all the way up here? Talking about a move from where we are to right up here. We'll push that up to 3.06 trillion. That's pretty wild, right? And potentially the largest company in the land. That's wild. I just have to say that's wild right there. Now, can it do it? It's not that far, really. I mean, we went up like $125 in one day yesterday. Supply squeeze, baby. That's what it's called. People don't want to sell their shares. Up 110, basically, from close to close. I mean, that's a pretty wild move. Pretty wild. So what would that do to the S&P 500? Yesterday, we saw the S&P 500 up 105, while NVIDIA was up 110. Doing a little bit of quick math on this. We need to go from here up to 1250. Right in there. So we're going up 466 more. So for every 100, we lost 5. So we're looking like $450 to the S&P 500. So we're at 5087. Clear this. 5087 plus 450 equals about 5,500. That would take the S&P 500 to 5,500 right there. That alone, that move alone would take the S&P to 5,500. Pretty wild, right? Anybody finding this helpful, useful, interesting? Anybody at all? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. React with the video. So we're looking at 5,500 up here. Oh, look at that. It's the 686. Put this up here. Let's put an alert up here. Let's put it right there. And let's draw a line. Let's see if this happens. This could happen. It's going to be wild, but this could happen. It'll be a wild ride if that happens. Now, that's not out of the realm of possibility of what I was talking about here the last, I don't know, few weeks, few months. This go to the simplified chart. Shipping apparently is rocking it last night. When I was talking about that we could go full crazy exponential right up to 6,000. Entirely possible. It's not necessarily highly likely, but entirely possible. Absolute, even more bullish on NEM. Absolutely more bullish on NEM. That was the final push down I was expecting to happen on NEM. That's what I needed. Final flush out. All right, so be careful out there. Be careful, be careful. I think I've cleaned this chart up and it just keeps coming right back. Love it. Anyway, we're looking for the crazy gets crazier. Does it do this? Is that what we do? Right up to 6,000? NVIDIA becomes the biggest in the land? That scares me a lot, honestly. I mean, have you ever gone over and looked at this right here. Look at one of these. Somebody, funny enough, posted one of these into Discord this morning. Look at these things. Does that not look a lot like NVIDIA? Maybe what SMCI has already done? Be careful out there. I'm just telling you. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Euphoria. I'm a genius. Everybody's a genius. We're all going to be rich. As Goose said, the flight attendants were talking about how undervalued NVIDIA was yesterday on every flight he took. Hey, when your Uber driver starts giving you tips, stock tips, you got to be careful. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. Right there it is too. Euphoria, right? Disbelief, hope. I tend to be a buyer in the disbelief, like this right here. I'm always looking for these because that leaves a lot of potential. Now, when we're up here, I am cautious. I've seen enough of these do that. All right. Don't get caught in this. Don't get caught in complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation. Don't get caught in this. Don't get caught in the anger. Know where you're wrong, all right? Make sure you got an outline of your plan. It's not being wrong that costs you money. You can be wrong. It's staying wrong all the way till we're here that costs you the money. Don't get depressed about it. Don't be funky about your trading. We had another whole conversation yesterday in Discord, Sledge throwing in that you need to have a positive outlook, that you are a good trader, all right? Even if your results don't show it, you need to have a positive mindset so that you can be open to doing the right things, all right? If you convince yourself that you are a bad trader, your results are going to be bad. I promise you. I've seen it over and over and over again. People that talk crap about their own trading keep doing crap. All right? It's a weird psychological thing. All right. All trading involves a substantial risk of loss. Past performance not necessarily indicative of future results. This presentation intended to be informational, educational, fun, and entertaining. It is not a recommendation to buy or sell anything from anybody, even me. You know, don't buy stocks, don't buy options, don't buy forex, don't buy futures, don't buy cryptos, don't buy bonds, don't buy treasuries, don't long them, don't short them, don't trade them. It all involves a substantial risk. And for gurus that are hawking stuff online like me, don't buy stuff from them unless you trust them, all right? It's just a big sales pitch written by copy people meant to pull your heartstrings and get you invested and involved in the sales pitch. Make sure you trust the person that's giving you the pitch. And this goes for everything. Whether you're buying a grill, whether you're buying a new roof, whether you're getting your yard work done, most people out there are just trying to make some of your money into some of their money. And the best way they can, sales. All right. Now, if you desire personal financial advice, you need to hire and consult a financial advisor. That's not what I do. You got to hire somebody who has a fiduciary duty to give you advice based on your situation, which is not what I do. I can't give you personal advice. I just share what I'm doing. I'm just a guy. Just a guy out here sharing what I'm doing. Forex Factory has a great economic calendar right here, forexfactory.com. Click on the calendar button, and we roll down here and look at Friday, which is pretty benign today. Pretty benign. Now, what Friday is, though, for those of you that want to know more, my Crypto Unleashed window is opening up. Crypto Unleashed. Goose, that was more like FOMO. I didn't want to miss out on this Cybertruck, so I had to jump in. Like, pulling on my heartstrings. I got some FOMO. Didn't want to miss out on getting a Cybertruck. So my opportunity came up, and I jumped on it. All right, I was trying to load up a. Let's see. I don't even know where I was going with it. Anyway, next week, last week of February. Holy moly. 1/6 of the year is gone. We have some economic news coming up next week. A little bit. We got core PCE coming up on Thursday. And it could be some market movers here. All right. Could be some market movers. So, all right. Long NVDA puts. Hey, how long does the crazy go? How long does it take to get to 1250? I mean, could be a while. Could be a while yet. How long does it take for the S&P to get up here? 5,500, possibly 6,000. I don't know. 5150 was my target right up there. I've been talking about that we'd probably see a reaction in the market. It looks like we're just going to hustle right the heck up there. 5150, resistance zone. We're not even far from there on the futures. We could see a reaction on the futures because when we do the market roadmap pullback for this large pullback that we did in 22, the 1272 extension, 5150, just for the futures. It's probably going to correspond with the 5150 touch on S&P 500 sometime during the day. And we're only like 45 points away. You don't think we can get there? Yeah, 43 points away, 42 points away. We'll see. I mean, I locked in my sale locked in my purchase on the Cybertruck, so I don't have to worry about it. And they have a what do they call it? A line in the contract that says for Cybertrucks you can't sell it for 12 months, so it's not unless you sell it back to Tesla, where they have first rights of refusal. So at that point, you can't resell it for some sort of crazy profit. So we're not gonna make Cybertrucks go. They think they can ramp supply to meet demand. We'll see what happens. We did see that on the GMC Hummer electric vehicle. Those were going for almost double retail value. I mean, that's just crazy. And the dealers were marking it up too. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Anyway, be careful out there, as always. We're still seeing the S5FI farting around right down here at 60. This is not bullish. Can we remain irrational? This is not bullish. Can we remain irrational? Absolutely, we can remain irrational. This can stay down here while we push higher and higher. The Magnificent 5, or whatever we're down to now, that actually seems to make money. You know, Mama Nat, Microsoft. Yeah, it popped up. Stopped at the 618. Apple hadn't really moved. MA, Meta, Mama, and pushing higher. Is it going to rally right on up to the next resistance? Amazon, MA, just hanging right in the same vicinity. Looks pretty cooked. NVIDIA, constantly climbing the ladder to be the biggest company in the world. That will be absolutely freaking nuts. It reminds me of what Cisco did back in the late 90s. I'm just warning you. All right? Tesla. And the other A, Google, Alphabet. That looks bearish too. Be careful. Be careful. What's the symbol for the balanced S&P? The balanced S&P? I don't know. Just you can just type it in and it'll search for you. What are you looking for? Type them in right like that. Go down through here. Like gazillions, they'll keep pulling you up. You can look for stocks, you can look for funds, you can look for futures. I mean, whatever you're looking for. It's all in here. Got your micros, your value, your growth, all down through there. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. In queue. Breaking out. Decided to quit lagging. Poking up. Oh, just shy of it. I thought I guess I had my alert set this morning just shy of the breakout, so I'd know when it was going to happen. 18.3, 18.276. Yeah, ludicrous stuff. Yeah, if you came in late, you can pull back, watch me, and fast forward until you catch up, or you can just go back and watch it later, whatever you want to do. So anyway, just remember, this looks a lot like what's happening. This is why I keep warning. All this stuff is going to pull back. We just don't know where we are on this exponential rise right here. Are we here? Are we here? Are we here? Are we here? Are we getting close to here? We never know exactly when this is coming. But you see that violent, you see how that violent pullback happens, right? Look at this guy. Look what we've already done. Doesn't that look a lot the same? This is TradingView, tradingview.com. Free for all. You can do any of this on tradingview.com. You don't even have to make an account. I mean, you have to, well, you should open a free account, but you don't have to do a paid account. Yeah, John, I actually have that posted in the Termite Trading Lab VIP group. I posted it. It's probably in Discord a few times if you knew how to search for it. I use that chart often enough. There's another one without all the colors. So definitely, I mean, it's real, right? Everybody thinks they're a genius. In fact, I even got an email last night from Seeking Alpha talking about how much of a genius they are for recommending this over a year ago. And watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. I mean, look, that chart looks almost exactly the same. Man. They all play out as in a similar manner. Here's one. Just fired off an alert. Long-term bullish on this baby. I'm not sure that we have made the low for this yet. Not sure. All right. Please be careful here. This is a leveraged ETF. 3x leverage on financials. Just charting. I mean, just let's be conservative on this thing. We could see a move up to 200. But big picture, we could see a move up to this 900, which would be absolutely freaking ridiculous. But the log chart, we go logarithmic. It shows it's not even that crazy. 1,000, going from 100 to 1,000 on the FAS. And they pay dividends along the way. All right. So let's try to stay on topic here. Now, remember, if I say anything that's beneficial, helpful, you find insightful, please let me know along the way. I'd love to know what you guys like to find out about. And keep zooming it up. This looks kind of bearish. We could blast out of here, but if we break down below this uptrend of the lows, probably coming down here, maybe, just maybe, we go up for a higher high, though. The way this is consolidating, kind of getting tighter and tighter, we may go pop a higher high right here. Could pop a move up above 2,100. You may be like, JT, what is it? How do you trade that RTY? I've never even heard of that. IWM right here. Small caps. Right up here. That thing's right in the way. Right in the way. We could see this thing pop right up in there. It would not be out of the realm of potential possibilities here. We did the pullback. Could shoot it right up in there. Now I'm watching very carefully, because if we break down below these lows, same kind of lows. If we get below that, probably coming down here around this 180 zone on IWM. It's not quite perfectly drop a zero off, but it's fairly close. Just kind of like ES over here is kind of like SPY. Just knock a zero off. Not exactly, but kind of close. You can see S&P 500, ES running within 10 points of each other right now. We're getting close to the contract rollover. They've bled it off. Contract rollover happens next month, which is not far away. Not far away. CL tried to go for the breakout yesterday and got slammed right back down. Just churning sideways. One of these days we'll run out of runway. Uptrend of the lows, same deal as Russell basically. Uptrend of the lows, we break down, going lower. If we break out, we're going up. No decisions. This is and riding right on the roadmap line as we've come up from the below. That's not my favorite. That indicates we'll probably get another flush and probably go lower than this low we saw back here in early February. GC, just choppy. I'd love to see that pop one more time and then roll. One more time up in that zone, then roll. That'd be a nice 1-2 setup, and we could get this flush out that we need for gold to be done. That is in line with NEM potentially bottoming already, and gold miners. See NEM pushing on down. How low does she go? She needs that final flush out, whatever it is. Got to finish this baby up. Could come on down to this 26 area. This is a long-term potential setup right here. Yeah, I don't know why those moved over. For the ADJ. Right there. Yeah. Looking for it to come on down. It's 28, 26, somewhere in this area right here. Once it fully pushes, that's a measured bounce setup. It changes the whole game. Changes it in a fundamental way. At that point, we set up the potential to possibly go to ridiculous levels. Ridiculous, absolutely. You may be like, JT, there's no way. There is no way. Well, take it out of log mode. We could still be talking about 123 on NEM. Now, could it get there by 26? I don't know. May take 30, may take 32. I'm not sure. It's an opportunity. Hey, my RecTech 1250 got here. All right. Cool. Ordered a RecTech 1250 pellet grill, and it got delivered apparently just now, according to Kimberly. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Get to put that together tonight. Maybe grill something. It's a smoker grill thing. Now, Bitcoin. Bitty Bitcoin. Doesn't that look like it wants to retrace? I don't know. Maybe it does the meta thing, just turns a little bit, and then we pop. We are coming upon the Crypto Unleashed window. If you're unfamiliar with the Crypto Unleashed window is, I'm going to go live and talk about it here at 11 o'clock. I'm going to throw a link into the chat right here. If you want to come join me at 11, copy that link, save it. Here in about an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 13 minutes, I'll go live and talk about the pattern and the potential way to take advantage of a potential pop we might see in Bitcoin in the next 8 to 10 days, and give you the opportunity to find out how I'm going to play it. All right. I didn't say I'd grill anything tonight. I don't know. You got to do you got to put it together one, and then you got to do a whole cycle of cleaning and seasoning before you can grill on it. So we'll see. We'll see. Probably share some pictures of something awesome I cook on it this weekend. Alrighty. There's Bitcoin. Dun, 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 dun. And my crazy 5150 number, and we're getting so close. I mean, look at that. 40 points away. Whew. Getting close. Watch for the reaction. Ethereum could pop the top of this box. If it decides that it can't stay in this box, it's probably coming on down. Retest that. Uptrend of the lows, then the roadmap line down here around 2200. So be careful on the downside for Ethereum. Dollar hanging out at the roadmap line, rejected the 618 breakout. Until we get below here, where we made all these lows back here in late January, early February. Unless we get below that, we're just sideways for now. Just sideways. In NVIDIA, we talked about how crazy this keeps being. It may keep on being crazy, all right? It does not, the party doesn't have to end. But when it does end, I mean, look. My gosh, be careful, all right? I was a buyer down here at 150. I was a seller right in here. I didn't think it was going for this. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Getting ridiculous. Maybe I should have held on, but hey, I had shares. I was happy with what I took. Still happy with what I took. SMCI, I'm telling you, this party, they're starting to kick people out. Watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Very easily, we could come back to this 400 to 500 area. We could come all the way back to 200. That's what they're pricing long-term in the options out to 2026. I cannot stress to you enough to be careful being long this stock. Just to show you an example, let's fly back over here. Look at this. Look at this. Now, this is post-split, this 4-for-1 split, all right? So these numbers were 4 times higher. In fact, let's just do this. This is what it was. The candles aren't necessarily the same colors, but look at this. We popped up, it dropped, popped up, came up again. Even though that was where we closed that day, we came up again. Does this not look similar? See that behavior? Came up again. Put it on the 4-hour. Where'd it go? There it is. Went a little faster than the SMCI one. Look at that. That drop, that high, that low. 786. See that right there? That's exactly where SMCI stopped yesterday. Dun, 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 dun. Look at this. Look at that. You see where we stopped yesterday? High to low. Any questions? Let me know in the chat or come ask me in Discord. For gosh sakes, please, 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 please be careful. All right. Even if you're chasing this on the downside with puts, we could just blow another high. I mean, this doesn't have to drop from here. It could go even crazier levels. It's possible. All right. It's possible. We could go higher. We could plummet out. Please be careful, okay? And if you're unsure, paper trade it. Super, super great way to do this one. If you've never played one of these before, now's not the time. You should watch and learn for the next one. There'll be a next one. There's always a next one. All right. It may take a year, may take 2 years, may take 3, may take a few years before we see another one of these crazy ones. There'll be another one. I promise there'll be another one. It may even be related to Bitcoin after the halving. Oh, let's see. Ah, look at this. Roadmap line pattern. Johnson & Johnson here. Pushing above the entry, 161. Target 164, 167. Not a big mover, not a big upside potential, but the risk is only down to 154. It's not a bad play. I may buy a couple shares just to see if it works. I like to just test them out sometimes. I may buy more than a few shares. We'll see. We'll see what I do. I'll share it with the Termite Trading Lab people if I do. Carvana, right up to the 1618. SQ, popping right up to the 1272. I don't even think I got back in that one. Crazy. Almost to the 1272. 85, 91 above that before we do another retrace probably. FNGU keeps being ridiculous. The next fib line up there at 357. The next one above that, 393. Next one above that, 495. Next one above that, 550. We'll see. We'll see. I have a feeling this one's going to retrace pretty violently. We usually have seen that in the past. DCBO. No idea what these guys do, but nice big violent 3-wave retrace right there. Big drop. Final flush. Popping up. 55, possibly 59 in the upside. LYV, Live Nation. This one's been sucking for a little while. It got really sparky and then got really sucky. Now potentially going to break out, go to 107, possibly 114 on the upside. Well, actually, update it just a little bit. 108, possibly 117 on the upside. Not too shabby. That one showed up on the list a lot early last year into the summer, and then hadn't really been performing since after we did this correction here. Opportunity for that one to catch back up and do something. PANW bouncing a little bit. Can we get above the roadmap line? Could take if you like the game of roulette. Could be a buy above the roadmap line aggressively. Maybe you want to wait for a little higher, 310, 315. More conservatively, you would wait till we're above this consolidation right there, above 350. Looking for an upside, 413, possibly 453. Let's go 450. Let's round off, 410, 450. Be conservative on your target. FTAI just keeps being crazy. No pullbacks to work with. SFM. That one, man. Whew. Another one. One of these days it's going to retrace pretty violently. You can see it's done it in the past. Some violent retraces. We're not doing one right now. Be careful out there. USD. Another one of those crazy straight up. No retrace in sight. ProShares this is probably it's a leveraged semiconductor. Of course, it's going straight up with NVDA. SUGP, not enough candles to do squat with. LUNR, looks like what goes up is probably coming right back down. They put a lander on the moon yesterday. And what are they going to do? Probably at least get a 618 retrace. Right back down in the roadmap line zone here. Somewhere back in here. SQY. Nothing. I got nothing on that one. That's a yield max for Square income strategy. If you want to do covered calls on Square and not have to worry about it, right there you go. Just buy some of that. Let it roll. Wix. Probably come back to the roadmap line one way or another. TCOM. Trip.com. Nice pop. Could be on its way up here. It could. Didn't quite do the measured bounce that deeply, so I don't know. I'm not convinced either way. Cart. Maple Bear? No idea. No idea. Just, it's a nasty chart. I don't have a roadmap line or anything. Booking.com. Wow. Look at that retrace. It's got a long way to come right back to the roadmap line. Booking. Hit the upside resistance. Be careful out there. Only a 16% retrace, but that'd be $650. Yeah, SMCI, I expected to go down to 500, 400. I mean, kind of, I did double up yesterday. I have to admit, right when we hit the 786, doubled my position. Target's down here. Be careful. MELI, like I said, going for the roadmap line. Going for the roadmap line. Now, that pullback. See this right here? That's where that line comes from. We could be in the vicinity of bottoming. Could find a bottom, an echo of a prior pullback, and go shooting off. So be careful. We don't have to hit the roadmap line, but that's the most likely place we're going, especially after not hitting it since October. PEN. That looks pretty bad. From the low to the high. Got support right down in here. We can hold it. We can go higher. If we break down below it, probably coming down here, 154. MSTR retracing. I mean, this is one that just moves, right? Especially when Bitcoin's a mover. Bitcoin pulling back a little bit. This one hanging right here. This 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're waiting for the fifth pop here. This one looks like we could get a pop any day now, and we're definitely in the support zone for it. It would not surprise me to see a pop up to this 905 area. AAOI. I have shares on MSTR. I bought them at right here at 500. I've got a $900 limit order to sell. AAOI looks like we came right back down to the roadmap line. If we can hold here, we can go higher again. If not, watch out below. I don't like to trade for the downside on most stuff. SMCI being one of the rare exceptions. Probably gonna, we could bounce. Get above 20, possibly 28, possibly 32, possibly go even higher. This is a semiconductor, so coin, looking for that to retrace on down a bit lower. 150. I might be a buyer if we hold support at this 150 area. 150, 160. If we can retest that one more time, hold it and turn up, I'll probably be a buyer on the next break above 170. Looking for this move up here. If we don't just like wake up one day and boom, we're up here. I mean, look at the market. It's being ridiculous. So we could just do some crazy move where we're just up here one day, right? Seen it. Saw it on NVDA. I mean, seen it all over the place. Airbnb, just churning, having a hard time breaking out. I really want to see this one retrace back down in here, flush this back out, gain some strength. I might be a buyer if we do that right here, back to the roadmap line. The upside potential is still pretty good on Airbnb. It just got me a little discouraged when it chopped sideways for like 6 months here. EXPE, right back to the roadmap line. Potential to go. Retrace right there. If we break back above like this 150 area, possibly 168, 180. CPRT. Copart. Looks like we want to touch the rub up line again. BITX. That probably needs to come on down back to 30 before we go on up to 37 potentially. Or it may come back to the roadmap line, which is not on this chart. So we don't exactly know where it is. Can't even. This is a leveraged Bitcoin strategy. Yeah, we back down in here, back down around 22. We give that up right there. 2x leverage on Bitcoin, which, I mean, you're taking crypto, which is already dangerous. You're adding leverage on it. You know, be careful. Piedmont Lithium is going down in a dumpster fire of glory. Look at that. Look at that. Look at her go. Look at her go. Be careful out there. Don't trade stuff with horrible looking charts. Don't trade stuff with horrible looking charts. I don't care how much hype. You know, oh, lithium. Like there's a shortage of lithium. We got batteries. Oh, you know, this has to go up. It doesn't have to do anything, but it is telling you it's going in the garbage. NVDA. That one's going. I mean, look. All those semiconductors doing good, and this one's being a piece of garbage. It's not an opportunity. All right, this is telling you that this is not a good stock to try to trade. HOLO, another one. Look, it's the same crap. Crazy pop, and we're coming right back down. Probably come back down to this $1 to $2 area. Just a matter of days. I told you, this one's come on the list almost all week. I told you, it's coming right back down. Here it is, $8. Bleeding off quickly. Watch out. All right. If I said anything today, let me know. If anything spoke to you, if you learned something, if you liked something, let me know. Let me know. And let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments down below. Either one. Or come in Discord and tell me. I love the interaction. Remember, I'm going live at 11 in about 55 minutes to talk about how to trade crypto without trading crypto. And my bias for the day. I'm watching out, man. We may pop that 5150, and we may have a large outsized reaction from that zone. Futures are only a few bucks away. 30, less than 30. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Please be careful. It's your account, all right? You're the one with your mouse. It's your account. I'm not telling you what to do, except please be careful. Have a great day, everybody. We'll be live again, same bad time, same bad channel, Monday morning for another Morning Monster. Have a great day, everybody.